Hey guys, we're at the Scottsdale Gun Club in Arizona, and I've got a lot of questions on the INCOG holster as far as options, how you buy it, and how you use it, how do you employ it. So what I want to do is actually get into the setup, how you purchase the product, and then stay tuned because when we come back, we're going to show you some techniques on concealed carry. Lots of different options. We're never absolute, so stay tuned if you want to see that. Hey guys, the INCOG holster. We just realized we've never really done a video about it to explain kind of the history, the requirement, where this holster came from, what you can do with it, how it comes when you buy it, and what kind of accessories that can come with it. So the INCOG, it was a requirement that we had from a certain government agency that was operating in a low-profile environment, and obviously a lot of us do out in the world, whether you're law enforcement, undercover, off-duty, or you're a responsible armed citizen. Obviously there's a lot of military units that do carry low profile. So we wanted a system that is very well built, it's easy to manage, quality control, and it's injection molded, and it's a system that you can put on very easily and very fast. And so we created the INCOG clips because I've really never found a good clip out there that has a positive engagement when you put it on. Instead of sitting there and taking 3 to 4 minutes to route your belt through your holster, this is something that you could slap on really quickly. If you're late to take the kids to school, or you're off duty, you get a call in the middle of the night, you got to throw a holster on real quick. We designed the clips around that. And that's where the controversy comes in, of course, where people say, well, I want to dress to that gun. I get it, but sometimes we can't. So if you can have the best of both worlds, convenience of putting a holster on fast and have a positive engagement and where that thing really secures down to the belt, well, that's what these clips do. And that's the whole concept behind this holster, of course, being very low profile as well. So when you get the INCOG, it comes basically in this configuration. I've got them torn down here so you can kind of see. You'll have your 2 INCOG clips on it, and there's also a CNC builded piece of aluminum here that is multi-adjustable with 6 adjustment features, so you can actually angle this clip if you want. Because a lot of the times, like I'm carrying right now, I'll take this clip off and just rely on the single clip, and it's still 100% secure. And if I needed to angle it for a different wear, maybe I'm wearing 5 o'clock, which this holster can easily do, I might angle it. So now I've got good biometric efficiency with the hand going back to the gun. Remember, straight lines are strong and angles are weak, so we try to build that concept of weapons manipulation and getting the gun out as efficiently as possible into a simple clip. So it's a lot more than just a injection molded piece of plastic. There's a lot of thought that went into this. But this is how you get it with that clip. If you wanted to add an accessory to it, we have the mag caddy. Okay, and so this is an appendix carry version, the setup the way it is right now. Obviously you're not going to wear this at 5 o'clock and have your mag behind your back, and you could even carry it at 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, depending if you're right-handed or left-handed. So when you did draw the gun, now you have your magazine right there. So you drew from appendix, and then when you need to come down and grab that magazine, it's right there in the caddy. And again, it's a nice convenient system. It goes on the belt very quickly, very securely, and you've got everything you need. Again, whether you're grabbing it off the nightstand or out of the safe or out of your ready room, it goes on, you're ready to go out the door. So that's kind of the history and why we developed it that way. So again, you can go to tacticalholsters.com, go to G-code, and you'll see the configuration on there. The first one, as I showed you, with the 2 clips. That's how it'll come. If you want to add the mag caddy, you just hit that in the accessory drop-down menu and throw your mag caddy on there. And it's very simple. When you need to throw the caddy on, if you order it separately, all you're going to do is take your clip off, put the caddy on, and then put the clip back on, and the screws back in, and you can see it's in the same exact configuration as it came. You just add the caddy to the back side, okay? And you've got a ready-to-go package. So this is the Blood Stripe series that we built for the MARSOC Foundation. All the proceeds went to the MARSOC Foundation, and again, very popular. We might do another run of that because there's been a lot of demand for it. It's just I like my pride myself on being a Marine, and I love the Blood Stripe concept. And I use this as a training holster with a SIRT pistol. So it's red. As far as colors, what you can get is you can get it in all the different colors. You can drop down menu and select your color, and it does come with the fuzz on it. The tactical, like, it's a felt, really soft material, and that way, so when you're wearing it in appendix mode or inside the waistband on the 5 o'clock or 3 o'clock, you got a lot more comfort built into the system. So a lot of people ask, well, what's sweat and stuff going to do to it? It's actually way better than actually if you were to sweat on leather. So I've been wearing these holsters for well over a year now, and this thing's over a year old and smells just fine. One of the big questions that's asked is, what's the lead time on this holster? It was 8 weeks because the demand has been so high on this thing. We've cut it down to 4 weeks. Again, that's a great thing about having an injection molded holster versus your traditional pancake style holsters. There's some really great Kydex holster makers out there. However, you got to be careful with some of them because they overheat them. You got 15 different people making 15 of the same holster. Sometimes we overheat them, we make them brittle. But again, with the injection molding capability that G-Code has, we don't have that issue. So our QC, our defect rate goes way down, almost to zero. I don't think we've had really any problems with them that I've heard. So that's pretty cool. So again, injection molded is where it's at, and that's why we chose G-Code to make this holster. Okay guys, here it is, the INCOG. Now we're going to talk about some techniques as far as concealed carry. So when you get your holster on, you can see how it secures nice and tight with the INCOG clips. And that's why we built it, because a lot of people will say, dress to the gun, dress to the gun, dress to the gun. I get it, but just like I said in the video, sometimes you may not have time to dress to the gun, and you want to be able to put a system on quickly and get out the door. So we also use the crossbreed instructor belts because there's no buckles, it's just got the hook. That's what I personally wear because I can push it to the side, I don't have buckles to worry about, so an option there that we really like, since a lot of people ask, what kind of belt is that? Alright, so now once you have this in the appendix carry mode, and of course you can carry it center line, you can slightly offset it to the left or to the right depending on your body style, and again, this doesn't work for everyone. So some guys with investments, as we call them, can get away with it. They push it to the side a little bit more because they always say, well, I can't wear that holster because I'm a big boy. I get it, but you can slide it off and find comfort with it, so give it a shot. So a couple of techniques that we show that are options. Again, our theory is we never tell people what to do or give them advice. We're just sharing our experiences here. And what I've found is there's not one perfect technique for concealed carry draw. Okay, so I always have a lot of different options because you never know what the situation is. Whether you have your kid in your hand and it's a worst case scenario, or you're sitting there with a Slurpee at 7-Eleven and you see something happen all of a sudden, you might need some different options. So the bottom line is, don't ever be absolute. So I'll run through a few of these here. The first one is kind of the traditional crossover draw, okay, where you feel like you have to really get over on that garment to pull the gun out. Now I'm going to use a SIRT pistol here, so I'm going to be aiming at the camera. So, simple technique. In this position, you would reach over and clear the garment, and remember, you just got to clear the garment enough to get the gun out of the holster, okay? Now, that's the first technique, pretty simple. Another technique that you can find is just the hand grab. It's kind of the incognito grab, if you will. So if you're in a bank robbery situation, or your imagination can run with it, but where you just need to kind of grab your garment and get it out of the way. I call this the wagon burner technique. It's just a name we made up with, okay? Because it kind of wagon wheels around the gun. So what I'm doing is pulling and stretching that garment tight so my hand can clear. I don't get thumbs caught and all the issues that you might find with concealed carry. So it's a quick wagon wheel, okay? I'll show you that again. Boom. So I'm reaching anywhere on this side. This is a non-advertising thing because I don't like to reach over if I don't have to. I like to just sometimes reach up and grab right here, okay? So if I need it, gun comes out very quickly. So that is another option that you'll find. The other one is kind of a thumb lift method, to where same thing. You don't want to advertise. You can kind of scoop the thumb up under your shirt, and now you could just scoop that shirt up, okay? And you can scoop it up to your chin, or you can just get it up out of the way to get your hands on the gun and deploy it. All right, so again, thumb technique. When you practice these, practice them nice and smooth. You don't need to be jerky, okay? Efficiency, biomechanical efficiency is what we're looking for here. All right. Another technique that you may find an option in different types of situations, whether you're close quarters type of situation or it's a surprise and you can't grab that garment. Maybe you're in an unorthodox position. Maybe you're dropping groceries. You just grab and it's the face slit or the face punch. Okay, I'm just punching myself in the chin. I'm grabbing material and clearing the gun. Okay, there's no perfect way to do it except just grab and go. You can see how it completely clears. So my hand's not going to get stuck on any garment. Gun comes right out on target. All right. When you want to go, say, small of the back 5 o'clock, or maybe you're a small of the back left-hand draw type of guy, or maybe you're a 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, depending on what left or right-handed you are, you can carry it in any configuration. So typically what we'll do is we'll take one clip off, take the caddy off. That's how I prefer to run it. You can still run both clips on it. And so what we're looking for there is the adjustability of the clip to fit your body in biomechanical efficiency. So when we're looking for a holster, okay, we want to look at what does it offer us as far as how our body works. So when I holster a gun or when I draw a gun, remember, straight lines are strong, angles are weak. So when I draw the gun, my arm is straight and strong, got good retention, and then I can extend the gun out. And the key is when you're putting it back away, this is where the angle in the holster comes into play for a lot of people. Again, this is based on your body position. But that straight line, if I can keep my wrist straight, you'll notice it goes right back to the holster. Okay? Where you'll see a lot of people bend their hand and they'll hunt for the holster, and then they'll have to look down and go, there it is. So we want to prevent that. And that's where I'll put a slight tweak on the adjustment part of the INCOG holster and move the clip according to how I want to carry it. So that's why we do that, just to show you a quick snapshot of how I would draw the gun and put it away using good retention and straight lines, strong lines, good biomechanical efficiency. All right, guys, so there you have it. There's just a handful of techniques from the appendix carry, the 5 o'clock position snapshot there, but that applies for anywhere you wear the INCOG system on your body. Stay sharp, be safe. Thanks for joining me. I'm Travis Haley. We'll see you out there soon.